About 3D effect, how to use 3D effect and how to create 3D effect in SwiftUI. So rotation 3D effect, how to use rotation 3D effect in SwiftUI. Today I'm going to discuss about rotation 3D effect in SwiftUI. So how to create 3D effect like cover flow using scroll view and geometry reader. So first of all, we're gonna get on the SwiftUI view, which has SwiftUI view, and this is a 3D effect, rotation effect. This is a rotation effect 3D example, rotation effect 3D example, which have a 3D example rotation effect. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna get on this state property, state private var gesture key, which is type of CG size, and you can assign on the dot 0. Sorry, we can accessibility on the CG size, not apply on the CG size. So first of all, what is rotation effect in 3D? If you combine geometry reader with any view that change position, such as something that has a drag gesture or inside list, so we can create in the 3D effect. And what is rotation 3D effect? Rotates this view is rendered output. Rotates this view is rendered output in 3 dimension around the given axis of rotation. Rotate this view is rendered output in 3 dimension around the given axis of rotation. So first of all, we're gonna create on this. So we can not apply on this state property, so we're gonna create on this. First of all, we're gonna create on this scroll view, and we can access on this indicator. Suppose dot horizontal, we can access the dot horizontal scroll view, and we can show indicator. This is a for, we can access on this false indicator, and we can use of content. So remove on this content parameter, and this is false. Okay, and we're gonna create on this scroll view, and we're gonna create on this h stack. We can create on this layout, and we're gonna create on this for each loop, and we can use of list, and for each loop with this 0, and we can bind on this less than. Suppose there is 50 items in this 50 items, so we can use of item in, and we're gonna create on this. Suppose which have we're gonna create on this image. Suppose we can use it for each loop, and we can use the item in which we're gonna create on this v stack. Okay, we're gonna create on this. Suppose which have a geometry reader, and we can use of geometry the geo in. Geometry is each device height and width, achieve height and width. We use geometry reader. We're gonna create on this image, and we're gonna assign on this image parrot second, which have a image. We're gonna apply on this dot resizable dot visible dot frame, which was then on this dot frame, and we're gonna access on the height 200 width, and we're gonna assign on this 50 height, and remove this alignment is remove. We're gonna remove zoom on this application. We're gonna apply on this dot. Parrot second, not achieve on this image parrot second. We can access on this parrot second, this not achieve on the application. Suppose which have on this object to see, we can access on the object to see image. So what is not object to see, we can access the asset. We're gonna import on this image, import, and we're gonna image import. We're gonna download, and we're gonna access on this image. You can all app icons, and we can use the Play Store. We can access on Play Store. We can access on the Play Store image. We can access on the Play Store. We can not apply on this name, but its issue not is assign this issue the Play Store. Okay, so we can access on this image command S and we can remove this element. We command shift K, and we're gonna access on this images. So we're gonna access on this images, and we're gonna apply on this H stack spacing. So this is the H stack. We're gonna apply this. Suppose we're gonna apply on this spacing. Suppose which have a 10 spacing. Okay, we're gonna access on this image 10 by spacing, and we're gonna create on this 10 spacing which have a 10 spacing, and this is the image, and we can object to see, and we can largest image size. So not apply on this, we're gonna apply on this. Suppose this is a rotation effect dot rotation 3D effect, axis anchor perspective. We can apply on this axis anchor, which we can apply on this axis, not apply on this axis, but not apply on this axis. So we can apply on this dot degree, and which have initializers. So degree, we're gonna assign on this degree initializer, then minus double, and which have create on this initializer. Then we can access on this geometry, and we can access on this geometry dot frame. Assign on this dot frame in, we can apply on this frame in, and dot which have a global and local, global. So we're gonna assign on this double. We can access on this double parameter. We can access on this double parameter double, and we can access on this. We can create on this axis. Suppose we can access on dot global, and we're gonna access on this dot global. So we can notice create on this instant dot global, and we're gonna access on this dot global. Okay, and frame in dot global. We're gonna access on this another property. Suppose which have on this property global, and we're gonna access on the dot min x. Apply on this method min x. We're gonna apply on this min x and min y and min x. We can apply the min x, which have a min x, and we can divide on this in this issue. So divide, we can divide 3, we can actually 3, divide on this 3. We can set on this axis. Suppose which have a x is a, we can access on this. Suppose which have x value is, suppose we can set on this x value is 1, and we can say I'm gonna set on this y. Suppose which have a y is 0, and we're gonna access on this z. Suppose z is 3. Okay, we can change on this value on this properties. We can try again. We can check on this fix. We can use of another statements and issues of particular statements. We can set on this another image. Suppose which have a objective C and portland, which have a measure on this portland, and we can use shift icon, and we're gonna use a shift icon. We can check on this issue. We're gonna apply on this H stack. We're gonna apply on this is a V stack, and we're gonna apply on this H stack. We're gonna assign on this dot H stack 2, and we're gonna apply on this is a V stack. We're gonna apply on this frame, which has this frame is height is 200 width and 500 height. Okay, we're gonna apply 500. Remove this alignment is renew, and we're gonna apply on this background color. Suppose we share dot background color dot color dot yellow color, which have on this apply on this yellow dot yellow color, and we're gonna apply on this corner radius. Suppose we have apply on this corner radius, and we're gonna apply on 12.0. Okay, and we're gonna set on this. Suppose this parrot second image. We can set on this parrot play stores images, and you can superb image use of on this shift icon is not apply on this shift and play store images. We can set on this play store image, parrot images. Okay, we're gonna running on this project. We can check on this geometry effect. This is geometry effect. This is a 3D geometry. We can change on this value. Suppose we can change on this value, and we can use z is 3. We can set on z is 1. So we can smallest z is value is 1. Z is value is 1. Z is value, we can change z value, and we can use z value. Suppose this is, we can access on the x is y and minus y, and we can 0 on x. Okay, we can set on this. So this is a minus cable. When we can use of this is z is minus का 1. We can use of z is minus 1. This is small. We can set on this smallest properties, and we can use of smallest property. This is z is minus का 1. Z is minus का 1. We can remove this z is minus का 1. So we can resume on this application, and we can use of run on this project. Application, we're going to create on this window instance, and we're going to create on this instance and run on this applications. So okay, run on the application. So rotate this view is rendered output in 3 dimensions around the given axis of rotation. Rotate 3, this view is rendered output in 3 dimensions and the given axis of rotation. So we can check on this simulator running on this application. This is running. Okay, we can access on this images. Super dynamic UI in this applications of this superb UI and use of in this image and application. We can suppose which have access on this geometry effect. Suppose we can so running on this application, and we can system is lost stylish, and we can use system is lost and launching on this create example and stage, and we can run on this project and running times is issue, not this is a hard issue, but it's run on this application. So we can set on this superb jungle. Thank you for watching this. We can use of enjoy in this video. Suppose which have run on this application. Okay, running in this application. We're gonna run on this application. This is parrot image. We can superb design in this UI by using geometry effect, 3D geometry effect. You know 3D geometry effect, and this use of 3D geometry effect. So we can use the 3D geometry. We can use of another example.